My name is Suzanne Wagner, and we are doing the astrology for the 6th of April, 2023. If you haven't been noticing, if you are waking up in the middle of the night, the moon is full and glaring in the window. While some are consistently affected by a full moon, everyone will feel these strong pulls at times. This one brings more awareness of this life's attempts at balance, and it begins to pull some very powerful moments and pieces together. While we must continue to attempt to find the threads to pull this picture into a form of clarity, begin by noticing the pieces that seem random but ended up to be critical for new levels of awareness that just might deepen our understanding of this life. Notice how you have needed the reflections of others to help expose patterns of dysfunction in your own behaviors. Notice those moments that were anything but perfect. Notice how situations allow us to touch parts and aspects within that have been neglected. This full moon powerfully shows us the flaws because things that have been off in our life become even more glaring in this light that is trying to bring a better balance and understanding to each of us. Sometimes we have to be mature enough to see past projections and into the neglect that we have caused ourselves. This moment can begin to allow the seemingly extraneous parts of our life to fall into important places in this puzzle that seeks to understand. Relationships can now be seen as vehicles to awaken our own feelings. Chiron and Jupiter will connect with the Sun in Aries in a way that shows that the powerful forces are attempting to help us heal and make sense out of the complicated convergence of situations and tasks at hand. While the astrology is asking us to deeply focus on our intention, it is time to make ourselves a priority so that we find that elusive balance that seems to be slipping through our fingers. To do that, we will need the eyes and ears of others to help us make sense of the complex matrix that is our life. The good news is that currently we have no planets in retrograde that will lighten the load and allow us to shed some old patterns of responsibility for others and realize that we will never get our dream if the dreams of others matter more than our own. We are learning to give power to our gifts, and now we are realizing that we must give time for them to grow and blossom. Relationships test us and show us those things that we have neglected in ourselves. They become the places to push up against because not only do we need more, but we now realize that we need to learn to give it to ourselves. The North Node and Mercury align, and today we are learning to communicate the lessons that we have learned. There are new ideas that are emerging that are very exciting because now we can see that we most need to grow and how the expansion may now find a footing that we will have the ability to hold us on the cliff we've been climbing. Thank you.